Hello, friends. Welcome to our digital village for the Saturday Psychic Sampler. I'm Christiana Gaudet. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother, and I'm so happy to see you here today. Of course, a special shout out to the members and the moderators, and a welcome to the new subscribers. If you're here for the first time and you want to ask a question, you gotta subscribe, and we welcome you. The Saturday Psychic Sampler is where we want you to ask specific questions. I will take them one at a time in the order in which I see them, and I will do my best to give you specific and detailed answers. Let's hop right on over to CardCam, and let's get going. All right. All right, here we are. First up, and you can see, where am I at? Morgan Greer in the tin, beat up. I noticed like one of the cards is starting to peel. Like it is really time for me to stop using these, but I don't know why. This particular deck, not just like I can go get another one and replace it, but I don't know why. This particular deck is like, I don't want to let it go right now. So never fear, I got my Morgan Greer. So let's get going. All right. First I see is Nalini Kalu. Nalini, thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. We really appreciate you. After almost 6 months of no communication, B sends me a 1-minute voice message that he apologizes for everything as a whole and misses talking to me. That was last Sunday. I didn't respond, not because I'm angry or holding a grudge, but because I felt at peace and better about myself in the time we haven't communicated. And that tells you something, doesn't it? Can you please help me understand his intentions, why I have no desire to respond, and if this is really it? Every time I thought of responding, it turned it out slightly snarky in my head. Oh my gosh, Nalini, I feel you so much. And I have started to learn in my own personal life that if I'm responding to something and I can't find a way to do it that isn't snarky, I shouldn't yet respond. Once I can figure out a non-snarky way to do it, great. So I think that's interesting. All right. So yeah, good for you for not sending the snark. And it's too bad. Like, I wish I could have an alter ego where I could just be super snarky to everyone because I feel like I have good snark in my head. But yeah, no, you're right. I think you're so right. All right. Diana Price, I would never speak then. Oh, no. Okay. All right. Nalini, here we go. Why did he, first question, why did he send this? Because he's uncomfortable and doesn't know what else to do. He needs comfort. And he's not happy. And so when he wants comfort, he reaches out to you. Is he really apologizing? Oh, F no. No. That's why he didn't really talk about it. The situation as a whole. What an easy MFing lazy way to freaking apologize. No, Diana Price, Deuterang. That's smart. I like that. So first of all, he's not in good faith. First of all, we're going to start with that. Do not catch the Deuterang, the returning to. That is so smart. I love that. I love that. I love that. Nalini, my thoughts exactly right. Melissa's up in here. Your reactions are the best. Oh my gosh. The thing is, I'm throttling. The reaction I'm having in my head is so much bigger than what I'm sharing with you because I'm trying to keep some decorum on the channel here. So first of all, If he really wanted to apologize, that would be a whole conversation, because there's a bunch that went down. He is just miserable, and like, what is it specifically? What is he? He wants your comfort. He wants the comfort that you bring him. You're like not responding, and Trey says something. Not responding is what will really get this type of person. At least that's been my experience, right? Because their whole thing is manipulation. It's all cause and effect. It's never let us be in flow with each other. It's, I'm going to push this button and then you're going to respond the way I hope you will respond. And there we go. So he pushed a button. He's hoping for a response. He has not gotten that response. How's he feeling about the fact he has not gotten that response? He's sad. Oh, the poor baby. He's so sad. Right. He wants my comfort, but he has treated me like less than shit. And there we have it. And I agree. I agree with your perception of what has happened here. So should you ever respond? You can if you want to. Like, if you get to a point that you could say something loving, you could. You know, something loving, but also no. But you don't have to. You owe him nothing. And his reach out, see, here's the thing. If his reach out had included, you know, I'm going to send you an email. Here's the text. I'm going to send you an email really talking about the things that I've learned in therapy, or the things that I've come to, or, you know, whatever. You know, sure. But this is BS of the highest order, Nalini. You deserve so much better than this. And, oh, no. I would say leave him on red forever. That's what this asshole deserves. Okay. Yeah. Melissa, keep it moving, Nalini, said by someone who had lots of experience with these types of creatures. Seriously. And they're so tempting. You know, I mean, I've been lucky for many years, but prior to being lucky, I was not lucky. So I've experienced some of these things in my distant past. And it's a breadcrumbing that is so like, you know, like I always want to have that conversation, and that conversation is not helpful. Nalini, I love the support of my community, and we love you, Nalini. And we are all doing the magic to send you someone better, because that's what you need. All right. Diana Price, you're next up. It is so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. And we're looking forward to your presentation at StaarCon. Y'all, StaarCon is like 45 days away or something really cray like that. I mean, it's close. It's really close. So get your tickets, make your plans. You can join us in person or online. The link is in the description. All right. The UK Psychic Line had no screening, and now they're trying to tell me how to do my readings. They seem not to care one bit about quality or accuracy. I assume what they care about. Diana. Nalini, I've waited a week for this. So worth the wait. Thank you. So good. Diana. Hey, don't be nervous about StaarCon. You'll be great. Just your concept is so good, you know. You can just talk about your concept and you're fine. Anyway, I'm assuming. Hey, Blue Skies 505, it's good to see you. Thanks for being here. I'm assuming, Diana, that they're like all the psychic hotlines, and what they care about is you keeping people on the line for as long as possible because they're charged by the minute. Is that the case? That's my guess. Should I stay and grin, nod and do my own thing, or leave? Okay, let's take a look. And if you leave, then do what? So let's see. And, you know, the first question that I want to ask here is not the question you asked. The question I want to ask is, for you, Diana Price, is there money to be made here? Oh, by the way, my astrologer confirmed that imposter syndrome. He said the Saturn holding me back was me. Yeah, see? Thank you for the validation. All right. Which I also think you're having about your StaarCon presentations. So, maybe get past that. I mean, I know it's hard. Fake it till you make it, whatever. Anyway, the first question I want to ask is there real money to be made here? Because the only way we can really judge what to do with this uncomfortable situation is what value does it really hold for you? So I think that's what we need to look at, Diana, is what is the value that working this line can give you? And it does give you some practice and helps you hone your skills. I do know some readers who have really gone all in on like Uranum or those kind of things and have done really well. I mean, some people can do it. I couldn't. I was a Dionne Warwick psychic friend in the 90s, and I couldn't stomach it. One for me. Right, Diana, but right. No, it totally makes sense. So is any psychic hotline a good fit for you? Is there money to be made at this psychic hotline for you? There is. I mean, you could work it and make some money, but not in the long term. This is not where you want to invest. This is not where you want to build your career. Some people do, but this for you would be making a little money in the meantime. And could you make a little money in the meantime? Is that possible? Maybe. Yeah, I think we need to explore it. I think it is possible. So, do you stay, grin, nod, and do your own thing? Or do you leave? I think practice staying, nodding, and doing your own thing. Now, are there other hotlines you would like better? There may be. There may be hotlines you would like better. But I think we're recognizing that any hotline is going to have a shelf life for you. It is good practice. You will make a little money, but you and the hotline are not going to be compatible in the long run for the same reason that the hotline and I were not compatible. It's because we have integrity and we haven't figured out a way to work these things and still keep our integrity. I'm not saying the people who work them successfully don't have integrity. I don't know. Perhaps they've found a way to make it work for them and keep their, I don't know. But I know for you and me, they want you to fake it. That's the thing we have to recognize is any of these platforms don't care about the work, don't care that we're helping people, don't care about you, don't care about the clients. They care about the money. That's why they're in it. They see money there. And that's the way it is. So you can do it for a little while if you want. You can go to another platform if you want. There's value in the short term for you, but there is zero value in the long term. Zero. And so if you feel like, I don't want to do it for another minute, there is nothing here that says it is in your value. It is to your value to do this. Like it is in the short run, but not so much that I'm going to say don't leave. So you have to really look like if you want to leave now, leave now. If you can stomach it for a little while, it's fine to stomach it for a little while, but there's nothing long-term here for you, Diana. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Blue skies. Yeah, that'd be good. Be more specific. That'd be good. Thank you. All right. Who is up next? Melissa. So good to see you, Melissa Grossos. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. One question I forgot to ask during our reading is how am I doing as a coach? I have 4 pro bono clients, all of whom seem to be progressing nicely. Thanks for your thoughts on this. And Diana, yeah, it's a throwaway, so just write it while you can. Exactly. Exactly. And don't even worry about it, and don't try to make it be more than it is, because for you, it will never be more than that. That's how that is. All right. So, Melissa, how are you doing as a coach? I feel like you are good at identifying where people's thinking isn't right. Like you're good at identifying bad patterns, illogical thoughts, and thinking errors, and people BSing themselves and people saying things to themselves that are not true. I guess that is BSing yourself. You do it in a friendly and kind and loving way, but you maintain leadership. And you are able to help people through crisis. When we look at how your clients are experiencing you, you are challenging them. It's not a walk in the park, but you are giving them the opportunity to heal. This is good. Like if you ever wanted to do this professionally, you really could. This is good. All right, Lumen, it's good to see you. Thanks for being here. Sirius Shakir, so good to see you. You are not too late. I will absolutely get to you. All right. Who is up next? Lumen, good morning. It's nice to see you. Melissa, thank you. You're very welcome. Gina Mnuchin, it's so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Okay, is Eater a good choice to help with the graphics and publicity for the March show? Yeah, if they'll do it, absolutely, yes. Would JT be a good choice as MC? Not my favorite. Or maybe not available, so you may need to find someone else for that. Good luck. Lumen, it's so good to see you. I wasn't able to tune in yesterday, so I was hoping to get a wrap-up card and ask a question. Can do. My Monday card was the 6 of Swords reversed, so we'll do that first. And now the Queen of Swords reversed. Lumen, Lumen, Lumen. We have to have a conversation. What's going on? Where you are either telling yourself things that aren't helping you, believing things about yourself or your situation that aren't true and aren't helping you. Like these 2 cards go together way too well. In what way are you thinking that your thinking is clear and logical, but it's really not? And I can guarantee you, Lumen, that it is in the way that makes you more anxious, less productive, and makes you feel less good about your future. So whatever that is, see the truth of your own vision. See the truth of your own vision. That's the message for the week. Hillary, you are not wrong about that. All right, now for your question, going to a big party tonight. What will the vibe be like? Will I meet a romantic interest there? Should I go solo or invite Luke? Okay, let's take a look and see. Okay, the vibe of the party will be, hallelujah, we're not working. Let me impress you with all the things about me. In some ways laid back. It's big, so there's a lot of people, and I think there's some people there that you could actually have fun with. Get away from the braggarts and the boring people and find the fun people. Will you meet a romantic interest? Potentially, yes, and also potentially new friends, so be open. Should you go solo or invite Luke? I think, so here's if you go with Luke, here's if you go on your own. Luke might be good at the wing job. So invite Luke. And might embolden you some. And keep us posted. On Monday, man, I will be more than happy to break format if there's something interesting to talk about. Let us know. All right. Anna Kay, my friend, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Thanks for being a member. Are you coming to StaarCon? You're so close. It would be so good to see you there. Anyway. Will the house I'm selling, is it going to sell in the next 6 months? Will it sell for or close to asking? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Okay. Lumen, knowing me, there will be something interesting to talk about. I hope so, Lumen. I hope so. You know, why do I do this work? I mean, I love to help. I love to heal. But I love the tea. All right. Anna Kay, here we go. Will it sell in the next 6 months? I would say yes. I would say yes. I don't know if it's toward the beginning or the end. And it might, if it doesn't, it will be within the next 9 months. So somewhere in there. All right. Okay, now, will it sell for close or asking? Yeah, I think you'll get your money out of this. It may take a little bit longer or not, I'm not sure, but you'll get your money. That I'm sure of. You'll get your money out of it. All right. Zadie Koljak, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Am I going to sell my apartment within a few months? Isn't it fun? We had 2 real estate questions right next to each other. Am I going to sell all my apartments within a few months? And am I going to at least return the invested money? Let's take a look. Okay. This is going to take some doing. I think that ultimately, like within 3 months, I think you could sell a great number of them. In terms of when will all of them be sold? Some within 3 months, maybe all within 3 months, but then the next possibilities are 5 months, a year. So it depends what you mean by few months, really. But I think they will all sell within 12 months. I'll give you that. And are you going to at least return the invested money? I think you will be able to do that. Yes, yes, yes. Will it be better than that? I don't know. Maybe a little. It's hard to say, man. There's a lot going on here in terms of, I almost want to say unexpected red tape and unanticipated costs. So, but you will get out of it and basically people will be made whole, I believe. Good luck. Oh, baby cakes, it's good to see you. Sorry you're going through that. We will take a look at all of that. And okay, from your mouth to God's ears, you know it. No, from God's mouth to my ears. Isn't that how that works? I'm sorry, I'm being way too cocky. I apologize. All right. A penny for your thoughts. Thanks for being a member, Penny. Thanks for using, thanks for being a moderator. That's what I wanted to say. Someone is lying and I need to know who it is. E or chat? Can I trust either of them? Should I only talk to chat with witness present in the future? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. E. E doesn't strike me as significantly always dishonest or anything like that, but stubborn. There's a history here. You have to look at the history. To understand what E is doing right now, you have to understand E's history. And E's motivation is unclear, but I see a stubbornness. Do I see dishonesty? No. Do I see stubbornness? A ton of stubbornness. I don't know how that plays into the situation, but that's what I see. Now, chat. I don't trust chat with you at all. I do not trust chat with you at all. Definitely only talk with chat when there's someone else there. And if of the two, if you were going to ask me, is someone lying, it's more likely to be this one. Okay. Trey, it's so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. I've been watching a lot of NDE, that's near-death experience stories lately. I thought this might be fun to read on. What will my crossing over be like? Oh, and please do not take this in any kind of morbid or weird way. It's just out of curiosity and for fun. I'm not going anywhere soon as far as I know. And yes, I know none of us truly know what will happen, so there's a solid possibility that we just die and we're dead. So I understand this is all hypothetical and speculative. Fair. And I will let you know, this channel archives a bunch of stuff like from when I used to have Christiana's Psychic Cafe, which was a webcast back in the day when we couldn't all just live stream. And I did a phone interview on that show with Nan Evans Bush, who's written a book about near-death experiences, specifically negative ones. She had a negative near-death experience. I don't know if that video is still up on this channel or not, but a quick search would let you know. If you search on like Psychic Cafe, Nan Evans Bush, near-death experience on this channel, if you find it, you find it. If it's not here, it's not here. I didn't end up getting all of mine uploaded, but right, that also might be triggering to you. Yeah, facts. Okay, so let's take a look. And that's the thing, Trey, it's not. It's not. It's neither of those things. That's the thing. We don't know what the negative ones are, but they're not. It's much likely more scientific than spiritual is the thing. It's not a warning, and it's not necessarily a sign of where we go for eternity. So, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. And in fact, she described a place she went to that is a place I also have been to in my psychic work, which is an interesting thing too. And it's not a negative place, it's just a negative feeling. So, all kinds of interesting things there. I will now address your question. When we look to the future at the end of your life and your transition, Ness, I have not gotten to you yet. Good to see you. You will be gathered by friends, loved ones, and at least one family member in spirit that you had a negative experience with in this lifetime in order to get closure. So you'll be greeted by people that you love. You'll have closure with people that have hurt you, and you'll go off on a new adventure. Pretty easy. All right. Mary, good to see you. Thanks for being here. All right. Here we go. All right. So is Mary following the rules? No. But are we going to be okay with that? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Does the universe have a message for you? Let's see. Opportunities are coming. You're fine, Mary. It's good because we're going to answer the question you need to have answered. It's fine. Opportunities are coming. You're worried that you won't have what you need, but you will. Stay the course and don't worry. Okay, Penny, for your thoughts. Via's asking if it will ever turn around to her favor, and who is it that's working against her? Okay, I think the processing of this is kind of an issue. Because it's not, are there enemies here? Probably, and you probably know exactly who the enemies are. But that's not really the issue. The issue is about perspective. and recognizing that there are some very, very difficult things here, but it's all about perspective. And what needs to happen for things to get better, the first thing that has to get better is perspective. And to focus on the things that are good, the things that are positive. And I wouldn't worry about things like puppet masters in the background pulling strings. I wouldn't worry about that. The things that are going on are what's going on. And I think there's some things that aren't even related, you know, like there's just maybe been some shit luck. And so don't spiritualize shit luck is what I would say too. And be open to wonderful and good things in the future, because why not? Why not? Why not? Okay. Allie Mammon, haven't seen you in a while. Glad you're here. Trey, just curious if you don't mind. Do you believe that all NDEs are not spiritual, but they're just scientific, or could they be both? Unclear to me, but I think more likely scientific. More likely. But completely unclear to me. I don't know. Haven't been there. But it was very interesting to me when Nan described this experience that was an experience I knew and was never able to put words to. And it's definitely a spiritual thing, I guess. But, you know, it's hard to know. It's hard to know. I'm reminded of the story of my good friend, Marcy Courier. You'll also find her on this channel, too, who, for a series of a couple of years, was having seizures. But, you know, very small seizures. She thought they were spiritual experiences. It was a brain tumor. And so I feel like there's a lot that can affect us, and we may have spiritual takeaways from what affects us. And those spiritual takeaways may be very real, but there may also be a physical cause. Right. Back to at the end of the day, we don't know, but we love to speculate. I mean, I think that's something we have in common is we like to speculate about these things. So I'm up for the speculation. All right. Okay. Okay, Bella Luna, you are up next. Trey, yes, I kind of like the mystery about it and not knowing. Yeah, it's the one thing, right? It's the one thing that we will never know by default. We will never know. And that makes it fascinating. Okay. Bella Luna, good to see you. When will C contact me? Let's see what we got. I'm going to say potentially within 7 days, within a week. Let us know if it happens. Smile Soul 20, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Mediha Ness, you're here, I'm here, it's your turn. Hello. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members only emojis. Okay. Oh, Ness, I'm gonna work backwards here because I remember from an earlier session, you're reporting back on an earlier session. An update on my ancestral practice, you had said candle and coffee. I remember. Every morning I spend time with my agenda, journal, tarot, everything notebook. I love that. I love that you have that notebook. I've made a corner where I draw a candle and coffee cup for them. And it's because you're an artist. You can literally do that. You can draw a candle and a coffee cup for them. You add flower stickers. I have my coffee with them. It's been a mini 2-minute time I get to think of them. I can't have candles at work. That is brilliant. I love that so much. Oh my gosh, I am so excited by that. And this is why, I really feel like our work together is so collaborative, right? Because we've got spirit, we've got the ancestors, we've got the cards and me, we've got you. All together, we create these beautiful things. That's so good. Okay, now let me do your reading. I know we will have a New Year prediction live. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. But this year kicked my butt. I know. How will next year be in general? Finance, daughter, son, work. Will I get back my inner hope? Okay, that's a tarot spread. You just created a tarot spread. Let's do your tarot spread, and everyone can see how easily a tarot spread can be created. Okay. Okay. And I will tell you something. Just stepping away for 1 second, Ness, to the conversation going on about after death and we don't know and all of that. People often ask me, like, which spiritual leaders, thought leaders, influencers should I trust? Anyone who says, and I don't care what religion, I don't care, anyone who says they know for sure what is true about that which we cannot see is very suspect in my mind, because clearly they don't. And if they can't admit that they don't and still have faith, then their fake is some weak-ass imitation faith, not real faith. So that's what I got to say about that. All right. Ness, here we go. Mediha Ness, we're going to do your spread. How will next year be in general? Okay, don't be put off by the 10 of Wands or the reversal. This is good. You will feel less alone. You will feel more supported. It will not be as heavy. Next year will not be as heavy. Okay, so that's one. Exactly, Ness. I know for sure we can't know. Our human perception is very small. Exactly. Okay. How will finances be next year? Four of Cups, not the best, not the worst, but to the point that I think it's not going to feel as dire. I think, and maybe there'll be some improvement as far as Audie's job, that kind of thing. Absolutely. All right. Now, daughter. Do that like that. And then we'll go, daughter. Daughter is going to be stubborn, but fine. Son, I think you're going to see things much better. I know there's been some concerns, but much, much better. Much, much better. All right. And work. Ooh, work will be much better, and you might even get a raise or something better. There is improvement, Ness. We see improvement. It's not all unicorns and rainbows. We're not blowing smoke up your ass, but there is legit improvement. And so, drum roll, please, final card. Will I get back my inner hope? If you choose to, you will. It will be available to you, but you've gotten into a habit. Excuse me. These difficult thoughts have come in and have gotten into a habit. So you'll have to get away from those difficult thoughts. It's not going to be perfect, but there will be real improvement. So I'm going to say, look for the improvement to find the hope. There we go. Martha Vink. It's so good having you here. Like, you know how we have our resident astrologers, because I'm not an astrologer and can't speak to astrology? We also have our resident pastor. I'm not a pastor. I guess technically I am an ordained minister, but not. I didn't go to 7 years of school like Martha did. So what does Martha say about what I just said about what we know and don't know? Even Jesus said he didn't know about some things. Too bad some of his followers don't follow better in all kinds of ways. There it is. Thank you, Martha. It means so much to me that you're here. All right. Ten of Swords. Right, I know, Ness. I was hoping for something a little prettier. I really was. But again, we're not blowing smoke up your ass. It's not going to be super easy, but it's going to be better. And better is good. Yeah, Ness, those thinking habits, I will tell you what, we should do a whole, well, let me ask you, would it be helpful, y'all, to do a class on thinking habits? And how we can use tarot to help us with our thinking habits, but also how tarot can hurt our thinking habits if we use it in a different way. Would that be a helpful session? Is that something you would like? And if yes, You know what I'm going to ask you to do. Hillary says, yes, please. Right. Humility is free. Yeah, seriously. It's free and valuable. Okay. So we've got a couple of yeses on that. So you know what I'm going to ask for? Oh, we got yes, please. A lot of them. Please text me, because y'all know I got so much going on. I will forget, and I'll be making the plans for, like, it'll be February when we do it. I'll be making the plans for February, and I'll be like, what were we going to do? So send it on over. All right. Here we are. Oh, Nick, right. You're doing CBT. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yes. Yes. We'll do it right here. It'll just be one of our evening sessions. Absolutely. And speaking of evening sessions, we have one next week on tarot predictions. Okay, Julie, you're up next. I wrote 3 paper exams. Will I clear them all 3 in one attempt, or will I be made to write any of them again? Congratulations, first of all, for doing that. From what I can see, you may have aced it. You may be good to go now. Well done. Congratulations. Let us know, but I think you're good. Preetha, it's so good to see you. I had a dream of visiting mosque, another dream where I don't know who that is, and a dentist known to us were arrested in my dream. I used to get a lot of gods in my dreams, but nowadays I don't. Do they have any message for me? Right, and those 2, I don't think dentist was what you meant either, so I think these are gods that you're talking about. I don't know, maybe not, I don't know. Maybe not, maybe no, I think it is a dentist. Okay. So do the gods have any message for you? Yes, and it's a message of love. And when I say love, I don't just mean romantic love. I mean love in all its forms. The love that is the fabric that weaves the world together. That love. Capital L love. To walk with that energy. To know that you are love. You are loved. And as you bring that energy into the world, so it will come back to you. Okay. Oh, Penny, for your thoughts. I'm glad the shoulder's doing okay. Okay, Jennifer, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I was constantly harassed by a group of people in the class. More than 16 people abused me. I was mentally ill in those days. Out of all, one was seriously obsessed with me, was jealous and gossiping about me all the time. I even wanted to commit suicide, but somehow survived. We're glad. I've had mood swings, like sometimes I want to forgive them, sometimes I want to fight back. I sometimes place situations under divine feet and stay still. What should I do? What are the intentions of that one in specific and her family members? Does she feel like she won me in the fight? Any advice from gods? Still now, I'm not able to recover from it. I understand. You know, I think about someone who bullied me when I was 9 and wonder, you know, what's up with that person? You know, I mean, I get it. It's hard. But what we need to recognize is this is your healing journey. It's not about them. It's about you. That's really where the focus needs to be. When we look at what you need to do, here's my favorite expression in this context. The best revenge is a life well lived. If you can just live a great life and enjoy your life, do what you have to do to heal from this trauma. I would say seek trauma counseling, do MDR, work with someone who does like PTSD work and heal from the trauma. And that's your best revenge, and that's your best path forward. Now, the one who was most seriously obsessed with you, I mean, I think this is in the past for everyone except you. And so this is your time to heal. Oh, and we've got a lot of bully experiences here. Hillary, I use comedy as a way to heal. I've written numerous jokes about my bullies, and it helps heal and change perspective. Yeah, no, absolutely. Kristen Louise Tarot, I was bullied from age 9 to 16 daily. It was horrible. Definitely a healing journey for personal empowerment. And this is where, forgive me, but my Swiftie self comes out. And I say from the Tortured Poets Department anthology, the song Thank You, Amy, which obviously got a lot of press because it was a not shaded shade at Kanye and Kim, but it's also a really powerful spiritual message. So find ye that song, and it will help. It will help. Yeah, Hillary, that's pretty much what Taylor said too. Pretty much. So, Thank You, Amy is the name of the song. Amy spelled A-I-M-E-E. Thank You, Amy. Find the song. Very helpful. Okay. Queen Claharius, Renata, good to see you. You're coming up. Hillary, you're actually up next. My goodness. Any chance we're going to see you at the meetup tomorrow? It would be so nice to see you. And everyone, if you happen to be local or local enough to Palm City, Florida, tomorrow, 4 p.m., Panera Bread, Palm City. We'll be there with our cards. You have a comedy class. You are excused. Do your comedy class. Let us know when your performance dates are, because I'd really like to organize something. After StaarCon. Okay. Here we go. Hillary. There's a guy that's hot and cold when it comes to pursuing me. Can you please confirm his intentions? Okay, you have a show Sunday, December 29th. That's cool. Let me know shows in February and beyond, because anything between now and StaarCon is like, I'm looking at it like, that's probably not going to happen, because I'm all StaarCon all the time. Well, StaarCon and readings. That's what I'm doing. And meetups and classes. But we really want to support you, and I really want to see you in action, because I bet you're awesome. All right. Yeah, Wendy, it is a lot. Hillary, here we go. What are the intentions of this hot and cold guy? Well, the problem is he doesn't know. He sometimes feels it and sometimes doesn't. Now, what's up with that? Is that like attraction to you? Sometimes he's attracted to you, sometimes he's not. Or is it more like how he feels about relationships? Like, is this about you, or is this about relationships? No, I think it's more about relationships. I think he likes you. I think he's aware that relationships take a lot of work. And I think he's gotten the vibe that you are not a person that's just going to roll over easy, that if he's going to pursue you, he has to pursue you for real. You're not a quick hit for him. So I think the hot and cold, I think he was looking for the quick hit and didn't get it. And that sort of has intrigued him, but then, oh God, that could be a lot of work, but ooh, or that could be a lot of work. So don't make it easy for him. He's afraid of the work, so make him work for it, because then if he does, then you know he's for real. Dr. Alad, yeah, there you go. Then it's for real, and if not, then he's just this guy who can't get out of his own way, and you don't have time for that. So that's what I think. Let me know what you think. Okay, Queen Kalharius. Renata, thanks for being here. Every Friday, I do deity work with Aphrodite. It's my first time doing this kind of thing, and I'm aware one should protect oneself thoroughly when doing so to avoid trickster spirits. Am I doing enough? Yes, you absolutely are. any tarot reader would see this card and say the same thing. So yeah, you absolutely are. I think you're good. Okay. Hillary, hell yeah, stay in my queen energy. There you go. There you go. Okay. Adrija, so good to see you. Adrija Roy, thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Love advice for you. Yes, when you've been treated in a way you don't like it, that you don't like, and I mean, if it's a little thing and you forgive and move on, fine, because we have to do that, right? But if you have been treated really unfairly, you need to see it, let it go, move on quickly. Move on quickly to get on to the next one. That's the key. Okay. Zainab Syed, good to see you. Will Akil propose me for marriage in the near future? Not necessarily. I wouldn't count on it. All right. Hang on. Here we go. Santiago Espinoza, good to see you. How can I attract Oscar's love and sexual interest? I think he may be bi because I feel kind of a vibe, but he wants to look like a womanizer. So let's see, is it possible to attract him? I think it is possible to attract him, but I don't think it's love. I mean, I think it would just be a hookup. I think he's one of those guys that wants to look straight. So go for, you know, talking about quick hits, this is one where you would go for the quick hit and go, I think. Gianna, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We really appreciate you. I'm wondering, what is the best thing to do moving forward with some people in my life? And you know who those people are. Quietly remove myself from their life for a bit, pretend like it's all okay for the sake of peace, or say everything I need to say and which risk a blowout, but it could also clear the air. Hey, Lila, good to see you. Thanks for being here. All right. Durella, yes, absolutely. I'm taking them in the order in which I see them. Go ahead and put your question in. Thanks for being here. All right. Here we go, Gianna. I'm going to do this. I'm going to start this as a 3-card spread, and we'll take it from there. Quietly remove myself from their life for a bit. Pretend like it's all okay for the sake of peace. Say everything I need to say and risk a blowout. I am never a fan of this. But in this case and in this time, in this moment, pretend like it's all okay for the sake of peace in this moment. And I'm going to say reevaluate and maybe do something different later. But in this moment, pretend it's okay. There's something to your advantage if you do it this way. It's strategic. Okay. Claire C., good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. What should I know about my new travel plans? Ooh, the moon reversed. You want, and the Chariot reversed. Be careful. Be careful. Make sure everything is set. Make sure everything is insured. Make sure you know everything. Make sure about hidden costs. Make doubly sure. And then all will be well. But it may be more spendy than you think it's going to be. So be prepared for that. All right. All right, Jenny, good to see you. Thanks for being here. AJ and I have friends in common and have talked a little in the past couple of months. I like him. His voice is so soothing to me. Yep, got it. Got it. But not like. Right. You like him, but you don't like him. I got it. You've never met him in real life. Yesterday, I saw that he gave a super like on Tinder. What do we think about that? Romance hookup or no romantic chemistry at all? So you like his voice, but you don't like his voice, right? I got it. I understand. Okay, so let's see. Let us evaluate AJ. Okay, Kristen Louise, I will definitely get to you, and you can put any replies in the comment. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay. I do not like this. I do not like it at all. I'm going to say proceed with caution. Proceed with caution. He has potential to be a smooth talker who makes you unhappy. Proceed with caution. There may be a reason you don't like him at this moment. His intent, like he definitely likes you. But well, here's, okay, amending. I'm amending, Jenny. I'm amending. Proceed with caution, give it a chance, but the minute you see anything shady, you shut it down. But maybe there's like a 5% chance there could be something good here. How about that? Wendy, I'm seeing your question. Did it not work out with Mac? Okay, Martha Vink, you're up next. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Will my Nicaraguan kids be safe from deportation in the coming years? I'm very concerned, of course. They're legally in the incredibly slow process for asylum. I mean, we don't like the situation, but I think it's fine. I think it's going to be okay. I feel like they're going to go, you know, the problem is a lot of people could get picked up and then sorted out. So do we feel like they'll be picked up and sorted out? I don't think so. It's just going to be that fear. So I feel like I feel like they're going to be fine. It's just an added level of stress, but I think it's going to be okay. Okay. Oh, Mac is moving away to another state that's more conducive to trans people. Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, though. Okay, Barbie Bird, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. Few things swirling around in your brain. I'm going to ask for reading and insight on your love life. I would love your thoughts on my adventures lately. And should I ask A out, or are what I thought were feelings just jealousy, very confused there, what's to come? And you think he at work knows I have a crush on him? Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Wendy, these times are going to be sad. Yeah. And here's the thing. That's why we of good heart and good faith must try to be so kind and loving to the people who are the most vulnerable in these days. You know, what else can we do? What else can we do? Martha, that makes sense. I don't think it's needed. I don't think it'll be needed. I think it'll be okay. Okay. Barbie Bird, here we go. So, recent adventures seem like fun and maybe a little bit outside of your comfort zone, maybe interesting, but not like, it feels like dessert, not substance. Should you ask A out? A? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm kind of on that. And do we think E at work knows there's a crush? Friendship. E knows that we're friendly. I think that's all E knows. But you didn't ask the most important question, which is that you didn't ask the most important question, right? Ask for me, which is like, when are you going to find a good relationship so we can, when? You're aligned so far. Okay, good. Opportunity is here. It could even be this year. It could be soon, Barbie. Opportunity is here. Not necessarily right around you, but here, coming soon. The energy is here. So sooner rather than later, my friend. Zany, you are very welcome. Barbie, who is he? He's the Page of Pentacles, apparently. No, seriously, if I could do that, if I could give you name, address, phone number of the person who would become your beloved, we would not be having this conversation at all, because I would be so wealthy. I would just be sipping my Mai Tais in the Virgin Islands right now, and that's what we would be doing. So I don't know, but stay open. Yeah. No, I think those 8 years are coming to a close. All right. Yeah, if only love worked that way. Love is a process all itself. Alvina, good to see you. Thanks for being here. You are up next. Barbie, you are very welcome. Alvina, today marks 2 months since I discovered that I was being betrayed and emotionally manipulated by the man I was in love with. Oh, I am so sorry. Has he faced any consequences at all, or is he thriving while I grieve so heavily? So, I'm prescribing Taylor Swift songs. You need the whole catalog. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Has he faced any consequences? No, because he's that kind of operator. He deserves prison, but he won't get time. Taylor Swift quote. But the thing that you need to do is don't make it about him. Figure out, this is your opportunity. Okay, a couple things. First of all, what you are grieving is not the loss of him. It's the loss of the imaginary creature that you fell in love with. The person you fell in love with never existed. It was a projection of his. So that's what you fell in love with. So that makes it easier to get over. It's a disappointment. It's a shock. It's very hurtful. But learn from this. When did, if now, knowing that hindsight is 20/20, go back. When did you first see the signs? Because that will be invaluable for the future. Okay. Febborn, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay, we'll do it. Febborn's up in here breaking the rules, but we'll do it. Here's your general reading. Febborn, it is so important for you to stay in your place of peace and balance and add to it excitement and enthusiasm for good things. That's what you're looking for, excitement and enthusiasm for good things. Look for that. All right. Gemini Sun, so good to see you. Thanks for being a moderator. We appreciate you. I'm feeling good about a specific situation. Sending the energy. What do the cards have to say about it, though? It will not be exactly as you think it will be. And as it unfolds, you'll see where your expectations are not met. But it is worth feeling good about. Just feel good about it, but also stay open-minded and flexible in how it's going to unfold. Okay. TJ and GA, good to see you. What do I need to become more self-aware about? Oh, Lila C. West, you know what I'm talking about. There you go. Yep. 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 All right, here we go. TJ and GA, what do I need to become more self-aware about? I think you can have a tendency to put more energy into helping others than helping yourself. I think that sometimes you can catastrophize things that don't need to be catastrophized. So maybe those two things. So it's like just a little bit of like where you put your energy. Nothing big, you're fine, really. Okay, you're a pretty self-aware person. Country Love Homestead, good to see you. I'd like to ask, why did the energy suddenly shift so greatly between Antoine and I after a small miscommunication? Shall I expect things to iron out soon, or is this a final thing? Ah, I am so sorry. I hate it when that happens. Unclear. It could go either way, but here's the thing. This is the test. We're grateful for this. The energy shifted because he clearly has a personality problem. If he can come around, then you will know he is a person who needs a minute when something doesn't go his way, but he'll come back and then you can go for it. It's okay. If he can't, you're going to be like, dust your shoulders off, because that's who he is. Right? So he has shown us a glimpse of who he is. We're waiting for him to either remedy it or let it stand. And if he lets it stand, you've seen what you need to see. I'm sorry, I know it's disappointing, but there it is. Okay. Okay. Blue Skies 505. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a new member. Okay, you were, I think, gonna put in a little more information. I'm just gonna go back and look for that. A little more information, perhaps, about the family or the family. Here it is. What are my brother's motives and intent regarding my mother, who's going to be 101, and me? Okay, let's take a look. Okay. Your brother's motivation, I feel like we've seen this a lot today. I feel like your brother does not necessarily it's a bunch of things. Like it's very mixed. It's very mixed. It's very nuanced. At first I was going to say, he doesn't necessarily care about her happiness. But in a way he does, in a way he doesn't. I wonder if there's an estate, and I wonder if there's money, or if there's some way he benefits from her passing, or if there's money going out now that will not go out after she passes. I mean, I do think he is motivated by, in some way, what he thinks will benefit him after the passing. Toward you, he does not value what you have done or are doing. I'd be concerned. I would be concerned. Your brother is complex. It's not all this or all that, so it's very hard to get a handle on, and that makes him really, really tricky, because he can be good, then very not good. And so it's hard to trust, so don't. Sorry. But that's how I see that. Okay. And 1 second. TJ and GA, you are very welcome. He has borderline. Well, that explains everything. When I say there's a problem, I see the problem. Yeah, there it is. Oh, Febborn, I've been out of sorts lately, not caring about anything or anyone. I am so sorry. Just a quick extra card for Febborn here. Do something. Do something to help turn that around. You need to do something. Create something, make something, do something. All right. Okay, Catherine Fan, it's so good to see you. Thanks for being here. I dreamt of a huge golden ladybug that I was horrified of and stepped on it, and then a bunch more small ones came out. I'm currently job hunting and getting interviews, but slowly realize I'm unsure if I'm ready to leave my job and scared I'll regret leaving. Do you have any interpretation advice about the situation? When will a better opportunity arise, if at all, if it's worth it? So yeah, I like that you are connecting the dream with the job hunt, because think about a huge golden ladybug. Okay, ladybugs are considered good luck. We also tell them to fly away home, and a new job or a job is like a home, right? And it's golden, which is a word we use to talk about jobs, right? Like a golden handcuff or, you know, that kind of thing. And so you're stomping it. Was you like, yeah, no, I don't want this job. I'm so sick of this job. But nothing bigger and better came out. And so I think this is, this is a sign that you don't want to leave at all costs. You want to leave for something better. And that's really, so you're being warned. Yes, keep looking, but don't take something just to take something. You want something better. Okay, so when will a better opportunity arise? It will happen. It will happen. And I don't know. I don't know that it's soon. It may not be till the summer. And so I think that's what you're being told. Look, but don't be quick to jump. And in terms of managing your current job, well, your current job does objectively have its issues, but just try to keep a light attitude about it. Okay, good luck. All right, Michelle F., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. I'm moving next year, and now I'm considering when's the best time to do it. I'm thinking sometime between April and July. What do the cards say? I'd like some guidance about how to see clearly ahead. Yeah, got it. All right. Let's take a look. Okay, somewhere between April and July, there are other things. Like it may be closer to September. And what are the factors necessitating this? Like, there's a lot of moving pieces. This is a whole logistical thing. And so from what I can see, there are people and things that can help you do this, and it is the right thing, and it will be a very good move. But what you need to know is there's a lot of moving parts, and so this is a situation where you can't see clearly ahead, and you shouldn't. This is a situation where you want to be aware of all the logistics and all the criteria and the whole checklist. Do the checklist. Do the checklist. And when things come together, you'll know it. So when will you know it? When will you know that you know? When will you know? I figure within the next, I don't know, man, I had to go through this process. I thought we were going to move at the end of December. I thought we would know that by October. We turned out moving at the end of October, or like beginning of November, something. I had like a week's notice to move. It was really funny, but we were ready. I think yours is going to be a similar thing. You're not going to have all the information. But then the information will come and then it'll go smoothly and easily. So don't make hard and fast plans until you know, and it will all work out. I hope that's helpful. Okay. And speaking of moving, Serious Shakir, thoughts on moving to another state? Wherever you go, there you are. And there are some reasons, like you and I are both, I know there are some reasons to consider moving, but wherever you go, there you are. And the things that you would like to have change in the state you now live in may happen sooner than you think. So if you want to, it's fine. It's fine. But if you're going to do it, go to somewhere you want to be rather than leaving a place you don't want to be. Do you see the difference? Go to something rather than escaping something, if that makes sense. Okay. Tiff, good to see you. Like to know if an investment will come through soon. I believe so. Yes, I think that is happening soon. Dr. Aled, so good to see you. You're up next. Oh, interesting. Catherine Fan, thank you for all of that. That is very interesting. That makes sense. Yep. Yeah, I did have a different perspective on that seemed good. Good. Perfect. Keep us posted, Catherine. All right. Dr. Aled, you are correct that I would not love teaching the K-12 teaching. I would not love the K-12 teaching position. Will another opportunity arise for me soon? I have begun applying. And actually, yes, it may be another teaching position, but it may be a better one. So yes. Good, Tiff. Excellent. Okay. Good, Catherine. Thank you. Baby cakes. I had the Four of Cups reversed on Monday, missed the reading yesterday. Been so depressed all week because of my car. I feel like things go worse instead of getting better. It's one thing on top of another. What do I do to feel better? Any magic to reverse the curse? And is there a curse? I think it's probably just life. But let's take a look. Okay. First, Four of Cups reversed on Monday. Devil reversed today. It will start to get better. It will start to get better. The thing is, I think what happens when we have a series of unfortunate things, it becomes like, why are all these bad things happening to me? We look for a reason, right? And in this case, I don't think there is a reason. I think that there are times, when we in our community say everything happens for a reason, I think we're doing ourselves a disservice. I think that some things do happen for a reason. And some things are just random stuff. And I think that we should always look, is there something I'm supposed to learn from this? Is there this happening for a reason? And what can I do to deal with it, fix it, mitigate it, whatever? But I think we need to check in to see. And in this case, I think it's just random stuff. And so then we say, okay, it's not anything that we need to worry about on a deeper level, baby cakes. So then we say, okay, then, what can you do? What can you do to feel better and to sort of have things start to go better? And the answer is, right, Martha, sometimes it's just shit happens, right? And that's part of it. Things happen. And what we do with that spiritually is we don't want to put our spiritual energy on what caused it. We want to put our spiritual energy on what we do next. And for you, I think you're really focused on being angry and upset that it happened. And there's got to be a way to sort of be what is your way of being able to say, oh, well, that's what these cards are for each and every one of us, not just for baby cakes. This is for everybody in a way. something bad happens that we don't like. Objectively, it's not a good thing, but how do we just say, oh, well, and move on so that we can come to something better quickly? And I think we all have our own coping mechanisms. And for you, baby cakes, I think the problem is you're personalizing it. It's like this was done to you. And it wasn't done to you. You were just there. And so I think taking the personalization off of it could help. Good luck. All right. Okay, Nick. Okay, good to see you, Nick. Thanks for being here. You're going to use Trey's question, understanding all the stipulations. On a spiritual level, what will your experience of death be like when it happens? You will enjoy the answers to the mysteries. No, not too heavy at all. You will enjoy having the answers to the mysteries. You will be what you want. Oh, Nick, you want to switch right now to your love life? Okay, I can do that. Sure. Okay, so when I look at your love life, Nick, I'm not seeing much going on right this minute. Am I missing anything? Because I'm not seeing a lot. And so when we look toward the future, be open to something good. It has been grim, but be open to something good. I think in the past, you have accepted too much and entertained things you should not entertain. And that's why nothing is going on right now, because you're not entertaining anything you shouldn't entertain. But I also think that you're not feeling good about you, so it's hard for you to get out there and meet the kinds of people that you should meet, if you know what I mean. So work on your own self-esteem, and I think you'll meet someone good. Oh, real quick, I'm going to go back to this just because it's interesting. Blue skies, how does my mother view the situation? Whose side does she favor? I don't think she has a full understanding of it, and I don't think she ever has. I don't think she's ever fully understood it. And that's part of the problem. Very good, Nick. Thank you. Okay. Okay, Kristen Louise Tarot, finally, we're here. I have my eye out for finding a new venture or passion in the coming year, something that will make me proud of myself. Any clues into what arena that could fall into? I love that. Something having to do with either. It's definitely in the healing realm. I wonder if it's retreats. I wonder if you're going to do retreats. It could be retreats. It could be travel. It could be exploring healing of the healing traditions of other cultures, things like that. Also, perhaps the study of astrology. All of those things. Allie Mammon, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay, we're looking at different people and looking at their well-being. Obviously, I'm not a doctor, but let's see what we got. L may not be drinking enough water and may not be taking good care of themselves. E seems okay from what I can see. LN is not taking care of themselves or out of balance in some way. D, I think, is taking care of some things appropriately. VG seems great. All right. Penny, I did yours as well. Yeah, I did yours as well. I did yours first. Was there something about it that didn't make sense? Okay. Let me know, Penny. Okay. Scrolling through. Dorella, you're up next. When do I see Tony reaching out to you? Baby cakes, I'll try to work on the oh well. Yeah. Okay. Dorella, you are up next. Baby cakes, I do feel like it was done to add to my pile of shit. Right. And it really wasn't. There is no, God is not sitting there on his computer here's the smite button, let me smite baby cakes. No, that's not happening. No, it's not personal. Okay. Okay, so Penny, yes, I did do it. If you haven't found it, I did do it. Okay. Here we are. Dorella, when do I see Tony reaching out to you? Are we sure he will? I guess he will. But when he does, it may not be a good thing, so be careful. And I'm going to say within the next 2 weeks. How about that? Love you too, baby cakes. Hope to meet you next time I'm in Connecticut. Okay. Lila C. West, good to see you. Okay, you split with someone who was the deepest love of your life who became toxic with you. Need time to heal and focus on the mission. Ex from 4 years ago has resurfaced. Is there hope for a future with either? Ex wants to travel. Okay. Remembering that we're still in Mercury retrograde and now Mars retrograde? No, that's not true. Did Mercury go direct? Mercury has gone direct, but we're still in the shadow, something. So the return of the exes, right, is a thing. Okay. That sounds lovely, baby cakes. Okay, here we go. So Lila C. West, here we go. Why is the ex resurfacing? Because he wants to travel and he knows you would be fun to travel with. He knows, he knows you're good and he wants to do those things, but is there any reason to believe that it would work with him? I think it would be sweet for a minute. If you wanted to go there, no, don't go there. He's your ex for a reason. And the way he's reaching out, I would shut that down real quick. Now, the person you've recently split with. And exactly as we were saying in the comments, he was not the deepest love of your life at all. You just thought he was. Because you fell in love with something that didn't exist. And so it's horribly painful, but it's painful those physical injuries we get that are terribly painful, but they're really not going to kill you or harm you in any way. It's like that. So get your hair done, buy a dress, get some shoes, whatever. But let's not seriously think that either of these jackasses are worthy of you, Lila. What are you doing? You need to find someone better, and you need to find someone that is worthy of you. And I have a feeling you are a spiritual person, and I have a feeling you over-spiritualize good sex. And perhaps you over-spiritualize that feeling of connection. That's what I think's going on here. I am so sorry for what you're going through. I am so sorry. But neither of these guys hold a candle. They, quoting Taylor Swift, neither of them measure up to any measure of a man, in my opinion. So, Nalini, what are you doing? Seriously. Yeah. All right. And so let me know, Lila. Okay. Oh, thank you. Not until December 15th. So yeah, we are definitely in that Mercury retrograde. Lila, yes to all. Thank you. I was harsh with you. Thanks for recognizing that harshness comes from love and from my feeling that you can do so much better. And I believe you will. There you go. Okay. Wendy Robeson, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for being a moderator. Thank you. Yes, Lila, Mercury goes direct on December 15th. So yeah, we are well within. Be careful of those deuterangs. Right, there it is, the deuterangs. Wendy Robeson, here. Good to see you. Thank you. Will I find love soon? You tell me. Okay, every tarot reader in the room. Will Wendy Robeson find new love soon? I think you will. What else can I tell you about it? Maybe male or mask presenting. Maybe soon, like within the next 2 months or so. And oh, baby, ooh, we're excited. I think you've done so much healing and growing that good things are likely to happen here. We're very excited for you. All right. Where are we next? I know, that was so good. Dorella, December 15th, Mercury retrograde ends. Yes. Thank you, everyone, for that. You know I don't follow astrology as much as a person who does what I do does, because I count on all y'all to remind me. Lila C. West, the Deuterang. All credit to Diana Price and her astrology group. That came from them, but we are so adopting it. The Deuterang, right? Don't catch the Deuterang. Yes. Wendy, keep the community updated. We want all the details for sure. All right, here we go. And again, I want to remind everyone about StaarCon coming up January 24th, 25th, 26th. Link is in the description. Get your tickets. There's lots of ways to attend. Please do. Vaishali, good to see you. Guidance on how to make things work for you. I'm trying to find ways to make things work for me, but every time it's not happening. So please tell me how to make things work out. Perfect. First of all, change your vision of what working out means and keep your goals very small, minute to minute, day to day at first. Very small baby steps before you take larger steps. I think that's the way to do it. Yeah, Nalini Kalu, lots of deuterangs. And in fact, I have a deuterang. I've been married for almost 30 years. And I have an old deuterang hit me up in my inbox recently. How crazy is that? And Mercury retrograde brings them out every time. Yeah. So Vaishali, the way to make things work out is don't go for the big goals, go for the tiny little goals each day. And then it will be cumulative. Okay, Everett Braggs, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Will I get the job interview for the administrative assistant job? Will you get that interview? Not necessarily, no. And if you don't, you got to keep looking, because there is something new here coming for you, but it may not be that. Okay. was my question too, Grim. I thought your question was great, Trey. But for Nick, it turned out that way. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Okay, and there's an addendum to Lila's question that I'm gonna do about a long-term partner in the long run for her. And the answer is, as soon as you learn to be a good partner to yourself, and as soon as you learn to have the kind of boundaries that you need, then we could expect someone good. So you have to be a good partner to yourself first. Okay. Okay, here we go. Theranaya, good to see you. I have certain fears arising strongly. Are they real as in a situation that will or might arise, or are they just past trauma making me catastrophize? Good question. I love that question. Okie dokie. Okay, the thing you fear is probably not real. The thing you fear is probably not real. I think you're right. I think it's trauma. I do. I think it's trauma. Okay, and now you are going to see that what I say about myself is true. We don't do multiple questions here on Saturday, one question per person, multiple questions within topics, certainly. But we have a whole other question from Lila, and I'm going to do it because it's juicy, right? That's how you get me to break a rule, do something juicy. My dad died June. I'm so sorry. The girlfriend took control of finances, his health, etc. Did she steal money? I don't know. I don't know. I think she really loved him. I think she really loved him. So she might have taken money that she thought was hers. But I think she really loved him. Okay. Yeah, I feel like, Lila, there may not be recourse here. There may not be recourse. Because it may have been his will. It may have been his desire. Okay. Nada Iva, good to see you. Well, I have an operation in December. Unclear. Potentially, yes. And if you do, I believe it will be successful. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. And Lila, thanks for laughing. Like, I realized, because I was all about the girlfriend and the stealing, I realized causing your dad's death juicy might not have gone over well. So thank you for hearing it in the way that I intended it. So there that is. My friends, from my perspective, I have answered every question. I'm so grateful to you. Thanks for being here. Thank you to the members, the moderators. Welcome to the new subscribers. We have a class coming up next week. Take a look. And in the description, link to book a reading with me. I work throughout the holiday season schedule. Number 2, StaarCon. It's coming up. Get your ticket. Learn more about it. If you have questions, let me know. And number 3, you can become a member of this channel. And why wouldn't you want to? We have so much fun here. My friends, I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. If you're local and you can. Oh, Lila, thank you so much. Martha, you're going to go see the Indigo Girls tonight. That's so wonderful. Science Giant, so good to see you. Joyous solstice to you as well. My friends, I appreciate you all so much. And Science Giant, by the way, will be at StaarCon 5. Will you? Find a way. Make it happen. My friends, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Take care.